I am half Chinese. My mom was born in Shanghai and came to the United States with her whole family when she was 17. And my dad was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I didn't identify as an Asian American, and I still don't identify as an Asian American solely. I do identify as an Asian. I'm half. There's a very specific group of people who are half Asian that are called Hapas. And for the most part, I feel like that's where I find the most identification. I will talk shop about, being Chinese. The part of me that's Chinese, I will talk shop about being Hapa, about being in Northern California, where there's a lot of diversity growing up there. I think growing up, it was really hard to figure out kind of what I was. I've done a lot more reflection as an adult. I have a twin sister, and we talk about this more now, about our identification to our AAPI heritage. And there's a lot more pride that comes through now, just appreciating bits of the culture that I think that as kids, we didn't appreciate as much. And I'm still trying to figure that out in some ways. And I think what's helped me too is that I've been approached by some people that were like, I didn't know that people played soccer that looked like me. And I think that really brought to light how important it was to have representation.
Milbert, played it across, an easy one. A header goal. Lorrie Fair for the easy goal.
And so I think I'm more stepping into that now and kind of owning that. And it makes me really, really proud to be half Asian and to be able to go, yeah, I was really lucky in that I had parents who supported me in playing sports. And they were okay with their daughter kicking around a soccer ball as long as we got good grades. I would say that my cultural background definitely has been a source of strength. The rules around my house were, if you did not do your homework, if you did not get straight A's, you will not play soccer. So I was like, well, this is an easy decision. I'm just gonna do all my homework and get straight A's so that I can play soccer. I think that the ability to set those standards and then achieving a goal and then setting another standard and then really pushing those boundaries, that is something that for Chinese culture in particular, it's definitely the gritty part of it that really I take with me. I take my mom's story just of how her family escaped communist China, gathered each individually in Hong Kong over the span of 8 to 10 years, and then ended up on a boat coming to San Francisco together, and they each have their own individual stories of grit and perseverance, and then their decisions to actually get on the boat and leave to come to a new place. And then my mom got there at 17 and went straight into university. She went to Cal and somehow graduated in 3.5 years with a math degree. Looking at my mom's journey and her grit and her perseverance, she did a lot to get us here. For those from underrepresented backgrounds, you know what you love. That's your heart. That's what brings you joy. And you don't go into it thinking you're a trailblazer, but you can go into it looking at the bigger picture and bringing others along with you and supporting other people from underrepresented backgrounds and asking yourself, who else am I not supporting or who can be supported from an underrepresented background that is not my own? That, I think, is the path to a more equitable landscape in terms of sports, because everybody deserves a place to play.